haven't posted in a while, and hopefully my Fallout's gonna actually work right this time, because lately it has been crashing, and I don't know why. I've tried everything, deleted stuff, installed stuff, deleted the game, installed it back, it just keeps crashing. Well, as much as I understood, the only time it crashed was when I fast traveled from getting a cybernetic piece to get to the institute to Good Neighbor, so I decided to walk all the way to Good Neighbor, and it worked. Now I'm about to go get me a new gun.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except...
What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly robot?
Designation Assaultron. Designed to provide a variety of security-related tasks to the modern man. Runtime conclusion. Why work for the man when you can work for yourself? New designation. KLEO. Cleo. Fully independent small business owner. Robot enough for you, smooth talker? Now what are you buying?
Let's see what you have.
Murder and mayhem at a discount.
Alright. I'm still stuck at the I'm a woman, baby. I have cage armor. Looking for... I don't want an assault. I mean, I do want an assault rifle, but the damage is low, and I like high damage weapons. There has to be weapons. Alright, let's look here. Officer sword, 33 damage. No. I can do that all day. I'm not into the laser guns at all. I mean, a little bit, but not really. You know, laser guns are kind of not my thing, though. I'm gonna stay away from that. Now, no, that's a no. Yeah, that's a party starter, all right, but that's a little bit too much. I could probably buy that and turn it to something better. I'm getting that. Plasma? No. No. What's with all this crap? I like that. I need some bullets for it. Buy these just in case. Dang it, I accidentally exited out. Son of a gun.
For every situation.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Purchase of a rock.
Get all these get all these bullets because I'm gonna need them eventually. I'm gonna go ahead and find that gun again. I've been doing that all day on accident. Exiting out of something I need. You know what? I think I'm gonna take that. That one's stronger. I do have that, but I'll just use Kellogg's pistol. I'll go ahead and... There has to be a gun place around here somewhere.
Keep your nose out of it.
Hey there. You're new around good neighbor, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think?
I'm new around the neighborhood, but I'm not want to talk to you. Trying to find somewhere to
blocking
fix
my
my gun. Probably be better if I just fast travel to a place where I can. I'll go ahead and go to the cellar. There, at least I get some bullets. It takes 45, I think. What is this gonna take? It takes 44. Alright, that's close. Ammunition. Running low. Dang it. Reloaded. Oh, there we go. Still got power. Not really get my way. I hope it loads. I'm tired of it not loading. I deleted so much stuff just so I can play. I literally messed with this game for like an hour and a half because it kept shutting down, and I just kept trying to get it to play, and after an hour and a half it finally gave in and started playing. Alright, let me show you the little thing that they did to this place. Alright, this is my house right here. Just a little bit of what I did to this place. I'm trying to make it look more of like what it did before the war. Dang it, Valentine, get out of my way. You don't need that power armor anymore anyway. Come on, Valentine. Get out of my house so I get you out of power armor.
Hey, go ahead. Nick, looks like you got something to say. I need you to get out of your power armor. Good thing.
What is her word, kid? No more sight either.
I'll get the power armor here in a minute. This is me, by the way. I don't need that one.
That's a nice little setup. Wouldn't
Just
mind
when
one
you
of
think
these
you're safe,
occasionally.
you're not. That's how they always get you. Sure, let me just stop what I'm doing to talk to you. I'm being sarcastic. Leave me alone.
That's what I'm talking about. Let me fix this.
At least it's not raining. Let's go get some bed.
Oh, this is Nick's. Nick's is destroyed. Let me get mine. Mine don't have damaged leg. rather not run this. About to get Redneck here in a minute, get Piper. Piper's my traveling buddy. I hope a bunch of y'all learned some stuff through this. Now, I know I'm not throwing a tutorial out, but I mean, I hope y'all learned some things that y'all didn't know. So it looks like we're completely fixed up. Think about replacing my head, but I'm not sure if I want to. I'm gonna stay with this. Of course, I'll get something better a little bit later. I've been running this power armor for this long, might as well keep it. I know it ain't the strongest one in the game, to be honest, it's probably the weakest one in the game, but this is my power armor and I love it. Now I gotta find Piper.
I'm just so hungry all the time.
So you must know you knew.
I want to trade a few things.
Sure.
I gotta complete my task.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
Great. Thanks again.
Already done it, Sturgis.
Hey, Sturgis.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean. I hope you don't mind me asking for if we're gonna set.
Sure. I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
Already did it.
Well, this place is starting to feel like home. Now that we can grow our own food, I think we can really make a go with this. Trouble is, the more we establish ourselves here, what we need is to get some defenses set up.
Already did it.
Thanks.
I'm ahead of you.
Sturgis.
Thanks for doing that. We'll all sleep better at night knowing we have some defenses set up. It's been a long road.
Right. I was glad to help.
Well, I appreciate it. Of course, you know you're welcome anytime. My door's always open to you.
This is
Join
my
those two.
house. I
One of
built
the
this
walls,
place.
actually, come to think of it. I guess I better get back to it. Take care now.
Yeah, fix it. It's your job.
I've heard of another settlement that's in trouble. I'll mark it on your map.
I ain't going to take care of somebody right now. I'm going to try to find somebody. And power armor, I know I have extra stuff, so don't worry.
Yeah.
I don't care about you. You don't want to do anything to me, and you're smart. I don't like that. I don't like when you get a smart mouth at me. I'm just trying to find Piper so I can leave.
Yeah?
No. Y'all sellers just want to trade. I just want to chat. Now, where's Piper? I understand, Nick. I'm just trying to find Piper. About time you started doing some work, ain't it? I don't know why you're trying to work on that. We have no air conditioner. We barely have power. There you are. Hey, Piper.
Let me ask you something.
Sure. Ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Doesn't really matter. I'm here now. I've
just gotta deal with that.
Good attitude to have. Not the way I felt. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Was it hard settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the simp. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Simp, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. With some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving? I've been told the Valentine...
That reminds me of, Joe Dirt. Home is where you make it. You like to see homos naked? No, home is where you make it. Like, now where did Piper go? Really? Nick had to interrupt me.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll show back up. She wanted to know something about the railroad, so I'm trying to give her a little perspective about the railroad.
Oh man taught me that duct tape could fix anything.
Yes, I
I
know.
think he was talking about bullet holes.
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Traveling with Piper is not for the faint of heart. I'd know.
Nick, you always know just what to say.
I'll send Nick to Red Rocket. I'm only sending him there because I know I've worked on the place a lot. I know a bunch of people, and all y'all that play this game, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody just leaves Red Rocket out of everything because it's so small and can't do much with it, but right now I've completely remodeled the place, and to be honest, it's probably one of the most well-defended places I have other than the Merlert construction site. I worked on the places that other people does not work on. I'm telling you, it's going pretty good right now. I have 4 people, and they're all happy. That's what I like to know about. got these guys. Then that little farm where you have to go get that girl's locket for her parents. That place is well defended also. I've been working hard. And y'all also have to remember, for y'all that's just now starting to get in this game, you have to make sure you have those defenses because raiders can attack your place at any time. And this place, I've discovered, is the most place that gets attacked due to the fact of all the crops and all the cattle and everything else. So I have literally worked hard on this place. Really hard. Just get this place going. So far, it's going pretty good. I'm going to show y'all what's in this one because I have the same stuff in every house. Oops. That was kind of overgrown. I'm going to show a different one. Alright, you walk in, you have your ceiling fan, and you have your bed. And every one, and it seems to be working. Everybody seems to be happy. Guys, I know I haven't made a video in a while, but here it is. I'm going to start making more because I just now started getting back into this game, and I'm telling you, I've missed it. Alright, let's see where I have to go about this railroad business. I'll just say about when you get on the road. Alright, gotta go. I'm pretty sure I've already... Yep, I have. Now, I want that armor. Dang. I'll get it one day. I already have the chest piece and all. I already have the cage armor. I just need the helmet. To be honest, that cage armor is not the strongest. I mean, yeah, it does do a lot of protecting, but most of the time my power armor, when that goes down, I switch from my power armor to my regular armor, but it just seems like just a power armor frame is doing a lot better than that armor did. I started dying less after I got all these fusion cores from my power armor. Yeah, of course I'll run out eventually, but that's when you go search for more. Alright.
Welcome, Patriot, to Boston Common.
You scared the crap out of
me. Freedom Trail. Feast your ears and learn more about the historic Freedom Trail. And
now what? Now, guys, I will let you know I do have mods, but the only mods I have on there is that little cellar and a mod to allow, you know, better graphics and everything, so I can have more of the perspective of the game. See, like, grass and everything actually look somewhat realistic. But that's all I have. I don't have none of that God mode or anything like that. Nothing to make the game hard, easier. So I'm still running off all the game objects and everything. All I'm doing is I'm just running the graphics stuff. Yeah, it slows the game down a little bit, but in the long run it just looks a lot better than it usually does. probably gonna be a long video, so y'all buckle up. I don't know. It says follow the journey's end, and I don't know. It says railroad, so I'm guessing it's down here. That sound good. Killed everybody down here though. So this can't be it. What was that? Guys, if at this moment, if y'all know anything about the railroad, please put in the comments, because I need some help. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Right now I'm trying to find the railroad. Freedom's Lantern. I need to look at it again. There's got to be... Journey's End. That's gotta be a place. Look at the map. I mean, am I right? Is Journey's End a place? It's gotta be. Already killed it.
Bingo.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, am I supposed to be looking for lanterns? Do I have any right away? apologize. I'm so confused right now. Whoa. Oh, it's not gonna be very pretty. Stuff I do to try to... That man can scare me. Good guy? Nope, bad guy. That was close. Gotta be a railroad here somewhere. That might be it. Pretty sure some put me back where I was, but... It did. It's gotta be around here, though. Does anybody know anything about the railroad? Like it shed a little bit of light on me. Other than this place. Unless if this place is supposed to be it, but I've done killed everybody in there, so I wouldn't believe it would be. I don't like you.
Welcome, District to Boston Common, the start of the Freedom Parade.
There's a lantern there. Probably gonna be some ghouls there because they like crawl up under buses. Let's fight them though. Oh. Surprising. Oh. Brotherhood Knight.
No mercy.
Happy you're on my side. That daggum church people in.
I hope you decide to change your life.
Hey there.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I've got more important things to worry about.
I doubt that, neighbor. What could be more important than transforming your life, and maybe the whole world along with you? We call ourselves the pillars of the community. We're growing fast. Step right.
I'm not looking for a sales pitch.
A sales pitch is the... I'm not selling anything, neighbor. What do you say?
You owe it to yourself to give it a chance.
Not a chance.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I really can't take no for an answer, though. Once you find out all the benefits of being one of the pillars, I think...
Whatever.
Don't worry. I don't bite.
We're always...
Don't be shy. Just follow me. Alrighty. I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the job. Getting to welcome new members into our group. The first step is simple. You have to learn to give up your attachment to material possessions in order to gain the ability to have true wealth, health, and happiness. Just go ahead and give me everything you own, and I'll initiate you as a first-level pillar of the community.
You must think I'm an idiot.
Well, you came in here, didn't you? Now, you've got two choices. Give me everything you've got, or we take it anyway.
I'm walking out of here. Your choice what you want to do about it.
That's not how this works.
That was fast. Yeah, let's do this fun way. job. Now, back to original mission. Let's find it. Lining up there. Could this be it? Oh, get in. Alright, this looks sketchy already.
Real shame.
this is it, I don't know. Don't look like it is. I seen a lantern, and maybe there might be another note. I'm not sure. This isn't it. Let's continue our journey on. There's something that sounds like a railroad, but come on.
Playing games with me, huh? Get a fucking pay for that! Ain't my first love fight, rookie! Just getting warmed up over here!
Like your armor, buddy. I want that leg too. Does everybody want to interrupt our little quest? Is that a radio, maybe? I don't know, this church. Seemed like I had to be in there or something. I mean, that's something that resembles freedom. It does have, I mean, the railroad signs on the door. Which is a lantern of freedom. Something I'm missing. That's what I'm missing. This is it.
Hey, check this out.
Not the one I was looking for. Where's that chest plate I just pulled off that guy? The big one. There it is. Power armor right here. There's no need for it.
It spins. So, that's not right. So it starts with R? No. Have to start over. Here we go again.
There's a story here, we'll find it.
One. Two. Dang. 3 combination lock. So once I find the other lock. I just had it. One second, guys. Alright, now that I got me a drink, let's figure this out. Alright, so I have discovered that this, right? No, that's not. This is one. Now we're at on trail. Second letter on trail, I think. Nope.
This place reminds me of a date I went on.
There has to be a key
Guy said it was
somewhere.
a
Let me know.
tunnel of love. There was not a second.
But this has a better light.
Oh boy, that's a lot of metal. How far down do you think these go? Yep.
Alright, this is not helping. Let's figure this out. There has to be something to tell me what we're looking for. Or not. I wish I could just blast my way through the door. Wow, we just gotta figure out what all these are the key. Alright, so that R is the key. Railroad. Am I trying to spell out railroad? Alright, turn that way. So let's go this way. The only things with the R in it. So the only thing I can think of is R and R. Yes, that's what it is. We're gonna go all the way around. Alright. So we want to go the two R's are A. That's one code. Maybe I'm missing something. But as far as I know, I'm not. Maybe it's like one of those codes in school. Which is not. What is going on here? It's not like the stuff in school. I know the two R's are a lock. I hit one, I need to figure out which way I need to go to click on the other R. Wait. Where'd you get that?
Did you throw them nasty pills away? Make sure, put them in a bag.
I did it. You had to spell railroad. Alright. Now that I spelled railroad.
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
Dr. Amari told me how to find you.
Very interesting. Last question. Why are you here?
I tracked down and killed a courser at Green Tech Genetics. Now I need help breaking the code on his courser chip.
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the Courser Killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a courser? Single-handedly? Ah, That'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating him, you might want to show this Courser murdering machine a little courtesy. Just a thought.
I owe you an apology. Anyone who kills a Courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the railroad.
Hopefully we can work something out.
What you're asking for puts us in a tricky position.
Des, we need to let him in. He's got an intact Courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. He killed a Courser. There's no way he's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
Alright. We finally did it after an hour of searching.
Don't try anything, stranger.
About a sec, can she not open up her own door?
Decoding a Courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong. The least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Don't need this in here.
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh man, it's been ages!
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
No way. That chip is mine.
To anybody else in the Commonwealth, all you have is 2 caps worth of salvage. With us, that data is priceless. But we're not just going to give that away. Talk to me again if you change your mind.
Hi.
Made up your mind. We decode the Courser chip for you, but after that, it's ours. Deal?
Why do you want the Courser chip?
Institute tech is light years beyond what we have. And a Courser chip is top of the line. I'm not gonna get into details, but that chip could help us save lives. Maybe throw a wrench in some of the Institute's operations. So, hand over the chip.
I don't know. I might need that chip later.
We've been over this. You want it decoded, you pay the price. Talk to me again if you change your mind.
Come on, I need this chip.
Made up your mind. We decode the Courser chip for you, but after that, it's ours. Deal?
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
Any news on Scarecrow?
He was in the entryway.
Give Tom time.
We're in.
He'll get that
Chip
chip.
access. Just poke the analog connectors a little.
Scarecrow's not up.
What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be. Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard. I got you. Solve for in. Come on. Show me that sweet bass number. Come on, baby. There we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, guys.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
There's more going on than you know. Trust us. You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
I thought I needed the chip to be able to get into the Institute. 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I did not mean to hold y'all up. I usually don't do that. But it was an important phone call, so I had to take it. Let's get out of here and let's go and do this chip stuff. Even though I don't have a Courser chip, so I don't know how I'm going to teleport. This is new. Alright. Probably gonna, when I get back, I'm probably gonna ditch this power armor for a little bit. I've been running in it so long, I just kind of don't want to run it anymore for a while. I've been running in this power armor for 2 days now. 2 days straight. And I really just kind of want to take a break from it. And actually use my actual body because, you know. All the clinking and clacking and, yeah, it helps a lot. But it just makes a lot of noise and sometimes I don't want to be caught doing things. Like pickpocketing or something like that. Kind of gets in the way. So let's see where we have to go so I can drop this suit off. I gotta go to, oh crap, that's all the way down at the bottom. I've already talked to him. That's good. Alright. Let's go talk to Virgil. The guy that I got that used to work at the Institute. If y'all don't know, now he escaped from it. And now he's living in the waste, in the glowing ocean or whatever. And the reason I call that is because it's nothing but radiation, and now he's turned into a super mutant. So I'm having to work for him. Help him out.
Protect and serve.
Man, he's upgraded his security.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh god, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises, but if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Protect and serve.
It's raining here.
Now this will be a big thing. Do I need to talk to the railroad? Minutemen or Brotherhood due to the fact of, I mean, the Brotherhood, they have a flying ship. Minutemen, they were my first people I've met. And the railroad seems kind of douchey. Ah, crap. I guess I'll go talk to the Minutemen. I mean, they'll all practically help me the same way. But then again, I'm a... Dang it! I'll go talk to... They want to destroy the place. But I guess I'll go talk to them. Talk to them face to face.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, the Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the sins, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed. The only logical explanation is that they've gone underground. That's where we need your help.
I have a way to infiltrate the Institute using a device called a signal interceptor.
So it appears we share a common goal. I'm pleased that you've chosen to build the device with the Brotherhood. Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity. Tell me why you're so eager to get into the Institute.
I think they're the ones who kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
I'm gonna drop my armor off into my armor bit. where I park my armor at.
Plan on using your robot powers for good.
Since Bay 3 is mine, I'm gonna park my thing in Bay 3. I would park it in Bay 2 and make some people mad, but you know, it's whatever. I already tried stealing a thing of power armor that looked better than mine, but you know.
Attention! Ferrum Squad, report to debriefing. Ferrum Squad to the debriefing.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the company.
Alright, this is my
No
bay.
matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
Let me just line it up. Well, while I'm here, I might as well fix it. Let's do that. We're repaired. Alright. Things back at 100%. All these high-tech armor and everything, and then there's mine. I'm the junker of all of these guys. There's that one. There's that one. And then just look at mine. Obviously, I stand out. Alright, I gotta go talk to this fella. At least I think it's a fella. It might be a woman. I don't know. I don't remember. Might be the woman that fixes all this power armor. Now, it was the woman. She had her legs blown off. Well, it wasn't blown off. She fell from like 100 feet in the air, and her power armor broke and completely totaled her power armor, and her legs got broke off in the process. And now I have to get all the way down there. Okay, this is not gonna end well. Alright. Should have kept my power armor. Because now I gotta fly down. Alright.
Oh, you got a new assignment.
Yeah, research. Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan.
She don't
You
have.
might want to check them out.
She don't have legs.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal. Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
Well, you definitely know your stuff.
Damn right I do. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a stabilized reflector platform. It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it right here at the airport.
I'm glad you can make sense of those plans.
I haven't made sense of all of it yet, but I will by the time you get the first part built. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get the signal interceptor running.
Alright, let's get to building.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gun.
Can you believe synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates?
With all these planes that were blown across the airport, it's amazing the tower survived.
Now I'm confused. Alright.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Prydwen's hull from the outside.
really should have listened.
I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team. I think we can learn a lot from each other.
I've been looking for this the whole time. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. I'll use these later. For now. What does this need power? It does. Well, for something that needs power, let's use the big stuff.
Any luck building the platform yet?
Yes. I'm ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Let's move on then. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so I'll be around if you have any questions.
Looks good, Ingram. I'll get to work right away.
I wish I had your confidence. Oh, one last thing before I forget. It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are on a single grid. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. If you need any help, I'll be over at the build site making some adjustments and calculations. I'd wish you good luck, Knight, but I think we're both going to need it.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the scum.
Oh yeah, I got... Hold up a second. Do it the old-fashioned way.
Proctor Ingram.
We're close. All we need is enough power to fire up the signal interceptor.
Oh. More big toys.
Proctor.
Better check all your connections and make sure all the components are wired together on a single grid.
Oh, I hope so.
Proctor Ingram?
With the beam emitter out of alignment, we'll never track the signal properly. See what you can do about it.
That one's on. Oh wait, hold up.
We're close. All we need is enough power to fire up the signal interceptor.
Do
I'll
we
send
have?
for you if I need.
Do I have to make something else? I have enough generators to last me all day. Do we have a signal? Now I'm confused.
Better check all your connections and make sure all the components are wired together on a single grid.
Let's start over.
Ingram?
With the beam emitter out of alignment, we'll never trap the signal properly. See what you can do about it. We're close. All we need is... enough power to fire up the signal interceptor.
What's a signal interceptor? One. Alright, we have that. That's done. Now we gotta do that one and... that has power. That has power. That obviously has power. Beam me up, Scotty? Please? There's something else I'm missing. Let me check my map. Is there something far off somewhere? No. So we have these. We should have plenty of power.
Better check all your connections and make sure all the components are wired together on a single grid.
It is! Right?
To make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor. To make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Some other kind of wiring I gotta do or something. Something I'm missing.
To make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
It has power.
To make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor. Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
With the beam emitter out of alignment, we'll never trap the signal properly. See what you can do about it.
I'm missing something. How's this out of line? Looks like it's working perfectly fine to me. I'm stupid. This is somehow supposed to go here. We said there's some... Got it.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with
We gotta
various
do something
projects.
about that, sir.
During
It looks
this
like you have a
process,
wire going through
we were
your
able
chest.
to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee. a
Are you
noted model in
one of the
field nuclear
synths?
engineering.
I think you're a synth.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
Okay.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. It's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
I shall do it.
Consider it done, Elder.
Very good. Very good. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
Yes. Good luck. I'm going! Wait. I'm not going nowhere. Oh. Well, that was
Checked and
awkward.
rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go.
Good.
Are you?
Yes.
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform.
Can I go now?
See if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Yes.
Dr. Lee is
Yay!
In or are you out?
If any
Make up
harm
your
comes
mind.
I'm in!
I'm holding you personally responsible.
Sam, let's go! Wait, I can't move. I can't move. Is this paralysis?
Let's see.
Are you paralyzing me?
Dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up.
This
Everything
better not
looks
blow up.
fine. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross
Beam
your
me
fingers.
up, Scotty.
I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in.
No,
By the way,
beam me up,
this
Scotty.
little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds.
Okay.
If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll
I'm ready
do the
for you to
rest.
beam me up.
Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner.
Okay.
RF wave capture complete.
How do you know that when you're over here?
60%, 80%, emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2,
Beam me up,
1.
Scotty!
Stay safe, soldier.
Woo! Whoa. This place ugly. Oh, let me take that off. No, I ain't fast traveling. Okay. Let me get my get up. I got this. They gotta think I'm one of these guys. Alright, let's do this, guys. Yes! I'm now a courser. I'm my Corsair! I gotta take my mask off.
You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
I pushed the button. My mom told me never to push a red button, but too late for that.
I can only imagine what
Where's Scotty at?
What you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have.
Am I inside of a bullet? This looks like the barrel of a gun.
Welcome to the Institute.
Oh.
This is the reality of the Institute.
Smithereens.
This place, these people, the work we do.
These people.
For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future.
I have water.
It has never been easy.
I have all
And our
this
actions
stuff.
are
I've been
often
living in a
misinterpreted
desert.
by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that could wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason.
It's my son.
You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's
It's
going
me.
on? What's happening?
I'm your dad. Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you have no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost.
But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available.
It's bad when my son is older than me.
In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
I won't be a part of this. I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities. Dr. Ayo in SRB. Dr. Holdren in bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them. And then we'll discuss what comes next.
Alright guys, we finally made it into the Institute. Well, I'm probably gonna end it here. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and live on, Arrow Nation.